Okay, so I'm going to be talking about what T4 grades mean, where you can find them, and what you might be able to do to improve them. So you're going to log into Skyward, and once you've logged in, you're going to select the box that says Grades. And then a overview will pop up of all your grades for all of your grading periods. And you're going to want to look at the T4 column. And that column now is going to have a lot of letters instead of numbers. Okay, and so that's this column right here. So you're going to click on one of those grades, the APRs, one of the letters, and what's going to pop up is a breakdown of all of the grades that go into that one average. And so I have an example here for you of a student, and they've received one of each letter. They've received a PR, an APR, and an I. And so, well, what do those letters mean? So if you click on grading scale, you can find out. So we're going to click on grading scale, and up will pop this menu. And so an I means incomplete, APR means approaching proficient, and PR means proficient. So approaching proficient means you've almost got it. You've almost mastered the content, and proficient means you understood it. You did all the work you were supposed to do, and you did it correctly. So let's look at let's go back to this student's grades and let's look at them. So you'll notice that he has an APR for his T4 average. Um, most of you are going to have an APR for the entire term, grading term, because we are in the process of becoming proficient. And so it's just going to stay that way. If you have an I, that means I haven't gotten any work from you. So you really don't want an I. But if you don't have a proficient for your overall average, that's because we're not done yet. And so I'm not going to go and give you a proficient because we haven't even gone through all the material yet. So this student here, week 1, they were proficient. They did all the work for that week and they got at least a 70 on all of the work. Week 2, they got an approaching proficient. That tells me that either they did all the work but maybe didn't understand all of it and so need to go back and make some corrections, or maybe they did half the work and got really good grades, and then the other half they either didn't do it or they need to go back and make corrections. And I, for week 3, this means it's incomplete. They haven't done it yet. So I would recommend that if you have an approaching proficient for one of the weeks or an incomplete, that you log in to Google Classroom and go find out, well, what's going on. So we're going to log into Google Classroom, and in your Google Classroom homepage, there are these 3 lines that I've circled. And if you click on that, a menu is going to pop up. And so you're going to want to open up the to-do list. And so the to-do list is a great feature that shows you what you've missed and also what you have coming up that's due. And so this student has several assignments coming up that are due on Sunday and on Monday. Um, so you go look at your to-do list and see, oh, maybe you missed something from, one of those weeks. Now, if you've done all your work and you're like, Miss, I have done everything, for my class, I still have an approaching proficient and I'm not sure why. Well, then click on the done button, done menu there, and you'll be able to see what I've returned to you or what you've turned in. And so right here for these key questions, you'll see this student had a 100. Well, what if they got a 50? So if you got a 50 on one of your assignments, I would have said if you got less than a 70, please make corrections and submit again when I returned it back to you. Maybe you missed that memo, and that's okay. You have a lot of teachers, and you have a lot of information coming at you from a lot of different places. So this is a good place to go and look and kind of see maybe why you have an approaching proficient or incomplete when you think you should have, the proficient. If after looking in Google Classroom, you still don't understand why you have a approaching proficient for one of the weekly grades or an incomplete, send me an email, leave me a classroom comment. And I recommend you do the same thing if this is happening with any of your other classes. So we're here to help you. All your teachers are here to help you. There's a lot of ways to get in contact with us. If you have any other additional questions about what, these grades mean, something that I didn't go over, feel free to shoot me an email or leave me a question in Google Classroom. All right. Talk to you later.